What's good? It's your girl, Destinee Lynn. Come walk a mile in my shoes. Queen of the foe. Let's go. Look, this was where I was raised. We're in Milwaukee, Wisconsin right now. And this house right here, this was my grandma's house. I'm talking about so many memories in this house growing up. Like, my grandma, like, you know, like how all the kids and like all the cousins are like, come over, whatever. Like, granny house was always a spot, right? I used to go to school. I'm gonna say about 5th grade, probably 5th grade to 8th grade. Growing up, walk right there to the corner, bus stop. It's so much, like even just being back on the block, just like bring back a lot of memories or whatever. We used to cut through this yard right here, like and go to this like liquor store. We used to go up in there and be stealing plenty little stuff or whatever, but like just going to school and just like this whole neighborhood, even just down some, my grandma used to stay. It's crazy because it's all in the same facility. We used to stay on 16th and Nash. It's messed up, it's burnt down now. You know, the boys, Milwaukee wild, but I love it, man. Like it just bring back a lot of memories. Like we gonna walk to the back real quick. We had like this certain way, like this little certain interest, right? I ain't gonna leave my purse though, hold on. Or my phone. We ain't gonna go in. We on 21st and Vienna too, by the way. This actually look a way lot better because when I used to live here, man, where it used to be black, burnt. The door damn near looked the same. When you used to walk through this door right here, it was like a little entrance way. And it was like, you know, like the roof and stuff would be, it's just a little stuff that I remember, like just about being here. Like the roof used to be kind of like caving in a little bit or to be leaking. But it just used to be fun, man. Like all the cousins, we used to come here, have a good time, block parties, everything. Like this is literally when I want to say 5th grade, yeah, to like 8th grade. So sneaking our little friends in and stuff when Granny was asleep or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It look a lot better now. It look way better now than what I'm like, you know, like what I'm used to. They done came and did all this, redid everything. I forgot who used to live right here, but every time we used to cut through there, they'd be like, stay off our grass, yelling at us and stuff. And you know, that's Capitol right there. That's one of the main busiest streets up in the city. You gotta be careful when you on that block though, for real. 20 years, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's my uncle right there. He's still holding it down though. That's the crazy thing. Like, you know, I ain't gotta come back and be like, just talking about it. But yeah, my grandma and them had this house for literally over 20 something years though. And it's still here. This used to be horrible. Falling off. They actually been getting it together though. Y'all doing good too, cause y'all getting it together. It used to look like this for real. This city be wild though. But I love Milwaukee though. Like, you know, anytime like I come back to the city, it's always a good time. They show me so much love. Like, it ain't always start like that. You know, like, growing up in Milwaukee, like, it was wild. I want to say, like, the music actually took me from just being regular to, like, making a name for myself and becoming popular. Like, the Destinee that I am today, I definitely want to say Milwaukee played a big part because I feel like I was just bigger than, you know, what I had going on. I always wanted to get out and just travel and go places. But what's so crazy is every time I used to travel anywhere, I used to miss Milwaukee so much. Like, man, I'm ready to go back home. But like now I be like, yeah, I'm out of here. See y'all. It kind of be like every artist for themselves. You know, like in other cities where it's like people will show you love. Like when I go to different places, coming back here just be like, it kind of humble you. That's crazy because this house actually burned down now. And this used to be my great-great-grandma's house. This park used to be the park for like all the neighborhood kids. Like, even though I didn't go to this school, Lindbergh School, they used to have like a lot of events for like the neighborhood kids. They used to have like, you know, like the jump rope for heart. They used to have, you know, like when they be giving out like bag lunches, she gonna have to wait. When they be giving out bag lunches, this little water park used to be a little bit different and they done switched it up. They changed the name. It's Barron Park now. This is gonna always be Lindbergh Park. What's crazy is I used to actually go to school. I think this was probably about getting closer to high school, probably like 8th grade going into high school and stuff, because I used to have to walk like 2 blocks. You know, Milwaukee be cold. We lucky the snow was gone right now. Shit, it might snow tomorrow fucking with Milwaukee, because my brother, he was always popular. My sister was always popular. So they, you know, like how the kids, the neighborhood kids would go to grandma's house like, y'all friends is looking for y'all. We Yeah, we be gone, boy. We be gone. Then it used to be like this candy store. I don't even know if it's still over there. It used to be this candy store. Like, we got so cool with them. They used to give us free candy and everything. Like, this used to be the spot. The little boys down there at that corner, I forgot what they used to call themselves. I don't know if it was the Lindbergh boys or whatever, but they used to be right there at that corner. I think it's like 19th. We used to be out here. It used to be so much fun, though. Like, even just revisiting, like, these locations is just like, oh, this is where I grew up. Every time those sprinklers came on, we running outside right there. Basketball courts used to be jam-packed. Summertime, 16th and Nash used to be a vibe. I'm forever gonna be the queen of the photo, the faux. And what's crazy is like, you know, like when you get love from different areas, like we on the north side right now, but the east side, the west side, the south side, like, I would definitely say growing up in Milwaukee, like I'm not gonna never say like we was poor. I wasn't poor, but we wasn't rich either. You know, like growing up here, I feel like it was a little bit of a struggle. You know, it was times where mama and auntie and her kids all had to live with grandma. You know, for us kids, like that's fun. We get to see our cousins every day, but you know, like I kind of felt like that always kind of made me want to like be better or do something more. Like I got to get out. And you know, Milwaukee is so small and I love the city, but it's definitely small. I feel like anybody that's trying to better their life or like really get to a certain level, you know, like I definitely feel, me personally, I definitely feel like you got to get out of Milwaukee, the support, you know, but growing up here as a kid, it was like, I mean, I wouldn't say like the average kid, but it was kind of like, you know, we lived with grandma a couple of times. We lived with great grandma a couple of times, though, you know, watching my mom like struggle. It was times like we didn't have no lights, we didn't have no food, or even times like we was just in a bad neighborhood. So it's like, even though you got your doors locked, like we used to have like this long metal pole to where you put the pole from the stair to the door just to make sure. Or it was times where I never forget, like I remember like my mom and my aunties and uncles, like they used to take turns, like, okay, the door didn't lock or something, or our door just got kicked in. So the kids gonna go to sleep, but we got school tomorrow. But we used to have this pole on the door to where sometimes like, okay, it's my mama turn tonight, or my auntie got to work tomorrow, but it's my mama turn tonight to like watch the door. So they got to be the ones in the front living room making sure don't nobody break in, you know. So I would definitely say like that shaped me a lot. Like it just, you know, like especially now that I got a daughter, or like, you know, I got a kid, it just make me like just want more, want better. Like I actually like the fact that we have been like, you know, going to places where I used to stay, because even just now within these moments, like it just made me feel like, damn, like this where I grew up, or this is where I came from. Like we didn't really have a lot of times where, like I said, like my mom and her sister, we all lived with my grandma. So, you know, like it was a house full of people. The cousins, we always went to either the same school or schools that was close, you know, just walking. Girl, we can't go to the store by ourselves. We got to make sure we 4-5 deep. But we used to have a lot of fun growing up. I'm not going to make it seem like it was just all bad, though. But, you know, like, you definitely just want more. Growing up was like, y'all know I'm a hookah fiend. Y'all know, they been saying this the whole time. Stay with this boy right here. So if you're looking for a hookah in the city, you definitely gotta come to Tweezy's, for sure, for sure.
This is Supreme hookah, this is designer hookah.
That's the new one?
Yeah.
Okay. Look, see? That's why we fuck with Tweezy. I'm extra as hell. The pink one. Thank you. My bad, I know it gonna come out that fast now. Thank you, Tweezy.
Like all the boys in the hood be like, man, Destinee Lynn gonna make it. Like, you know what I'm saying? The ghetto niggas really believe in you.
I already know, yes. You know the ghetto niggas too.
Doing it for yourself and also the town too.
Yeah.
Underdogs. For real. So I'm proud of you, for real. Because
Appreciate it.
It feel good like when a person ain't around and somebody, you know what I'm saying, give them their props. When they ain't in person. Like some people public opinion is not the same as their private opinion, but when you ain't around and the nigga be like, oh, Destinee Lynn shit, that really means something. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit.
What's crazy is like when I originally started doing music, I was an R&B singer. Like I never even would have imagined myself rapping. Like I did my first show as a singer with my brother and my daddy. Like my daddy always had a studio like in his house, in his basement, but we did it like the old fashioned way. This was before like technology was like really popping. So we used to just like record it on like the CDs or whatever. But like I always had I was always like around the studio, music, my daddy, my brother. Then I started getting a little bit more like into it, like really, really writing. Like I love to write. So I started getting a little bit more known or whatever. Then it's like I met this group of people and they was like, yo, this was when Drake and Nicki was like super hot, like Young Money. They was like, you know, you could sing, you could really rap, like you could rap. I'm like, no, I can't. I don't got the attitude to be rapping. But they like, but you can write though, so just find an attitude for it. Then started rapping. And then like I was saying, like back in my high school, like that's when it really, really started taking off, probably like around 11th grade when I got on the radio for the first time. I used to skip school just to go record, but yeah, music definitely been around since I was about 9 years old, 10 years old. My mom used to stay in this apartment right here with me, my brother, my sister, 2 bedrooms, real small. We used to stay right there. But then I'm gonna say probably like, I was like 16 and my sister Yayo was like, she was 17. Then we actually, this one I had just graduated from high school, so I had my daughter already. She was probably like 1. And what's so crazy is like I felt so good, right? Because I'm like, I finally moved out of my mama's house, but I literally went right across the hall. And it was what's so crazy is like, it was actually kind of dope because, you know, like even just having the kids, like me and my sister want to do something like, oh, we just literally send the kids right there. They knock on the door. But me and my sister moved in an apartment right across from my mama. So it was like my mama was in 5. Me and my sister was in 6. Then my sister finally moved out probably like 2 years later, and she was in like 8. So it's like we had the whole, the whole apartment building. I literally worked right. This was one of my first jobs. Like I started at McDonald's. Yes, Destinee Lynn at McDonald's. But look, I was cold. You know, everything I do, I gotta like elevate. So you know, I ended up being a manager. So I had the keys. I was opening the stove. One of the shift managers and stuff right there, that McDonald's right there. I can remember times where it was like so cold. I ain't had no car. I had a house though. I feel like now it's not as big of females coming out of Milwaukee. Like back when we used to do like the open mics and like we was at all these different showcases, it was a lot of females that was working and grinding. But I feel like what set me aside, not even just with my city, but just like the industry, because you know, like when you think of female rap, you think of like the same 3 topics. Like they talk about pussy or they talk about getting money out of a nigga, which is cool because I got some of them songs too. But I feel like me being more real and being able to connect with people like on a real level, like not even just relationship stuff, but just like it could be a song about like me and my mama or me and my best friend, or how my best friend played me and slept with this person behind my back or something. I just feel like by being real, because I was telling my manager the other day, why do females inbox me literally like 20 girls a day and they be like, hey, I just want to let you know I just got out of a relationship for 10 years. You got me over my husband and blah, blah, he was cheating. And they'll send me a whole paragraph and I used to think like, what can I do for you? But my manager was like, you need to capitalize off of that because they come to you because you speak to them through your music. So I do feel like that is the main thing that set me aside from a lot of artists, because I don't just talk about one thing, you know, like I try to be more realistic because everybody can't relate to having a Birkin bag and everybody can't relate to just, you know what I'm saying, fucking with a millionaire type of nigga. So like just me talking about some realistic stuff that people can relate to, I feel like that set me aside the most. Y'all know how that shit be when y'all working at fast food. This shit was probably like, this was a long ass time ago, but still I don't like that shit. I got to be a boss. I can't be listening to another motherfucker telling me what to do. That shit'll motivate you like, nah, I gotta get this music shit gotta work, cause this shit dead. I slide through to get a McChicken or something now, though. I ain't finna be the ones making that shit no more. Hell no. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning. I forgot the guy name that opened the store with me, and the actual general manager, I think, store manager. And we was up in here, we opened the door, and like soon as we opened the door, walking back to the office, we get robbed. The nigga comes straight in, mask on and everything, pull out a gun right then and there. I'm like, that right there? I ain't gonna say I quit right after that, but like that just let me know, like, bro, I cannot do this. Like, we literally got robbed at gunpoint in McDonald's. They probably didn't even get shit. I actually love that the women could be versatile, because like we women, so like one song I could write about a relationship, or one song I could rap about my pussy or a nigga or this and this and that. But I feel like when it comes to like the industry, like the main industry, I do feel like a lot of the women do stick to the same topic, but I don't feel like sometimes that's their fault. Sometimes I feel like we go off of what's selling right now. So if we got the city girls talking about this and all the girls turning up, or Glorilla talking about ratchet, so, you know, like the other artists that's up and coming, like, okay, well, we got to get ratchet to get on. But I do like the fact that some women are versatile. I'm definitely versatile. Like, I can rap about anything, any topic, but I do like the fact that it is very versatile. And like how you said, like Lady London, like I love her and she got bars for days. But then you got the city girl, so it's like, it really depends on what type of vibe I'm in. Like, let's say I'm going to the club and I want to turn up, then I'm gonna listen to some city girls. If I want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm sitting back, like, because I love battle rap too, like I listen to Lady London because she be saying plenty shit, like a lot of metaphors and stuff. It really depends on the vibe of what I'm going for. Cause like I put on some Lakia when I'm finna, you know, or no, some Cash Doll, like when I'm feeling good or sexy, like on some boss and I want to stun on the bitch. That's who I'm gonna listen to. So it really depends on the vibe though. All right, this is my high school, y'all. Hamilton High School, I went here all 4 years. Listen, see, when I first came to high school, right, so my sister was a sophomore, so I kind of got the cheat code. I had already had like all her friends. She done showed me the way around. Back in high school, like right when I had first started rapping or whatever, you know, everybody, a lot of people knew I knew how to rap, but a lot of people didn't. But they started taking me so serious. Like one time I was on the radio. I came back to school the next day. Motherfuckers was coming to me like, "Can I let you listen to my mixtape? What you do? How you get on the radio? Like, let's do a song." It was over from there. Like, high school was super lit. I can remember I used to literally skip class sometimes, though. I was always getting good grades, though. I wasn't like no trouble kid or nothing, but I used to skip class just to go to the studio, come back. It was easy, too. We used to sneak out the side. It was so easy, especially during lunch. Sneak out the side doors and get to walk to the bus stop. We out of here. My mama graduated from this school too. She was too happy when we told her that my sister wanted to go to Hamilton. So I'm like, fuck it, that's where I'm gonna go, that's where my sister go. So like I said, when I first started high school, I didn't have to start all the way from the bottom. She was already here. I ain't gonna say I was popular out the gate, but shit, I'm a cool person. I was making friends fast, easy as hell. Like, it was cool though. You know how the niggas be playing and shit, you would wear a nigga hoodie or some motherfucker walk you to class or some shit. I feel like high school was like, it was cool though, like, it was good. I feel like Milwaukee is more in competition with Milwaukee. You know, like, I feel like, okay, let's say we got an artist that's really, really buzzing, really popping. Like, yeah, they get love, but then I feel like the next man gonna try to not diss them or like try to be better than them. I just feel like it's a lot of competition and more so love. Not saying it's not no love, but I just feel like it's more a competition type of thing. So I just feel like, you know, like let's just say we got one person and she this close to get her through the door. Like, why not get behind that person and, you know what I'm saying, and get that person to the door. Hopefully that person will come back and fuck with the city and fuck with the artists and stuff like that. But I just feel like it's just a lot of competition. It's like the support don't go as far as I think that it should go. So that's probably something that I would change about Milwaukee music scene. Like, it's just like the competition mindset, or feeling like you gotta be better than the next person, or if this person's shining, then you can't shine too. Cause that was kind of like an incident with me just being a female artist in Milwaukee. It's like, okay, Destinee hot, Lakia hot, and this other person is hot, but like they'll try to pin people against each other versus saying like, yo, we got this person, maybe they should do a song together, instead of being like, well, I think this person should have been signed, or I think this person should have been, like, it shouldn't be like that. But it all goes back to just like a competition mindset, like who the best, like it shouldn't be who the best, like if we all hot or we all doing our thing, like everybody can shine. But so I wouldn't necessarily say inspired by, but I love like Lauryn Hill, I love the Ease, and I wouldn't say like that I'm just inspired so that I want to be like them, but it's just like, you know, and even though Mary J. Blige is not a rapper though, but it's just like people that are real and give you like their story and make you like want to, you know, like listen to them more, like when somebody got a story versus just like, oh, we just rapping about this bag, or I just finesse this nigga out of 50 G's. Like back then I would say, yeah, like the Lauryn Hills, like when it was the real stories though. I always love Nicki Minaj, and I fuck with Cash Doll too, because I love that hood shit. And the classy hood, but a boss chick, independent, yeah.
Exclusive.